It's a perfect summer afternoon, sitting in the sun. Well, now I'm in the shade on a 90-degree day. I don't think there's anything better, especially after leveling up on a kick-ass workout. I'm going to be so sore tomorrow. You have no idea. All right, first question. Al Macy said that I'm a Fito hero now. What am I going to do with all my newfound power and responsibility? And I absolutely have no idea what it means to be a Fito hero, so I'm going to have to investigate because I'm still kind of a noob. I really don't know. I know that wasn't an official question, but I still was going to answer it anyway. Natasha, thank you for your question. Nice to meet you. What makes me a goddess of cake? And do people bring me delicious offerings at the turn of the moon? You know, I really wish people would bring me delicious offerings at the turn of the moon. That would just make my month. No, they don't. I'm usually the one in the neighborhood to bring treats to everybody else, full moon or not. They don't. What was the other part of your question? What makes me a goddess? Well, that name was kind of given to me by myself. It was for an email address that I set up so my dad could send those stupid forward emails to, and it wouldn't log up my email, my regular work email. So that's how it started, and it just stuck. So I've been using the name ever since, and it's worked. It's worked. All right, next question. Back to Al. Thank you for your question. Favorite non-dessert to cook and eat? Well, if I'm going out for dinner, I'm definitely going for Mexican food, and I'm having some carne asada. That is by far my favorite, and nothing that I've made for myself. I just haven't. I'm sure that I could, but I just haven't. So something that I need to do at some point. If I'm cooking, I will probably be making Italian food. Probably the favorite in the house is when I make Italian roll-ups, so it's kind of like lasagna but rolled up, and some fresh garlic cheesy bread is probably what I would be making. And also from Al, the perfect date. You know, when I went out on my first date with my husband, he took me rappelling off of a bridge over a raging river, and I would say really fun off the wall things like that would probably be a really cool first date for me. I wouldn't say that I'm an adrenaline junkie, but I do love off the wall stuff. For our anniversary this year, we went zip lining through the redwoods in Northern California, and that was amazing. It was 2.5 hours of zip lining. I mean, how cool is that? And you meet up with your group, we all go out for beer afterwards. We had a great time. If I could do anything else, what would I do and why? I would probably be a massage therapist on a cruise boat somewhere, so that way I would get to travel the world. And I have pretty strong hands, especially since I am a pastry chef. And I think I would do very, very well. My husband did not encourage me to go into that industry because he didn't want me touching other guys. Kids' names. They are Jared and Jessica. I did not specifically try for J names. It happened that way. For my son, we had a list of names when we went in, and he was born, and the nurses took the list of names and said, nope, that one's too popular. Nope, kid next door's named that. And it was a mutual decision on Jared, and he looked like a Jared. For my daughter Jessica, she was going to be Sequoia, and that means red tree, and my last name means beautiful leaf, so she would have been Red Tree Beautiful Leaf. And that was what my mother-in-law said was it kind of grows on you, and I'm like, can't do it. Jessica was the name of a character in a movie, The Man from Snowy River, and she kind of has a good attitude, you know. She's kind of stubborn, like I am, and that's why I named her Jessica. Favorite childhood memory? I would say anything that involves my stepdad, because he passed away probably about 5 years ago, almost 5 years ago. And anything that has to do with him, fun with him, is something that that brings me happiness to think back on. I would say one of the best ones were water fights in our backyard, and very good memories there. Least favorite memory as a child. I was ridiculed a lot growing up because I had a learning disorder. I was dyslexic. My parents tried teaching me at home when I was in 3rd grade, and that did not go over well, and I went to 4th grade the next year in public school knowing absolutely nothing. So I was ridiculed even further, even by the teachers, and I was treated differently. So I would say that that's my worst childhood memory, is having to deal with a learning disability and having no support. Grouchy bastard on the last round of AMA, I believe, wanted to know what I got in trouble for and would do again. I have gotten in trouble for many things. It's true. There's a couple that come to mind. I got in trouble from my husband for taking boudoir pictures for him, but showing them to my sisters to inspire them to get pictures done themselves, and he didn't like me sharing. So he doesn't exactly know about my life here on on Fito. So I'm a rebel, and I guess I would do it again. Yeah, so there's your question answered. I think that might be it. I think that's all the questions, so have a great day.